Hey friend, welcome back to my channel. I'm Clam and I'm your host for this video. Today we're going to talk about a subject that I really like, and it's OC, original creation. I'm sure a lot of you guys are already aware that just really imply creating a character of your own. The lore of my character is not very, it's vast, so I don't think I'm gonna go into this section in this video, but if you have questions about my character, feel free to ask questions in the comments. I will be happy to respond to some of them. So let me tell you, the character we're going to talk about today is for a forum RPG, and just really a fun, creative exercise. At least for me, I know I struggle with actually writing the stories, but it actually allows me to find connection with like-minded people who just want to create stories in an established lore and world, and I find this really exciting. Without further ado and me rambling about it, let me show you the process of why I actually created this character. First, let me show you the roleplay. So it is called Peek-a-Boo. It's a forum RPG in French, so sorry if people wanted to join this roleplay, you actually have to talk French to go in it. But yeah, let me just say, it's a forum where your character evolves in a paranormal city, which is located in Tokyo. So your character is actually dead, and then after their death, they become a creature. You can be a vampire, a chimera, zombies, and actually you have 6 classes that you can play with, which is really cool. Let me just say, my character is called Levi Winstone and is a vampire of 20 years old. So they are a vampire and they are non-binary, which is why in French it's kind of difficult to write about it because we don't have a neutral pronoun. Not a recognized one, so yeah. But anyway, for this character, I was inspired by one of my all-time favorite series, which is The End of the Fucking World. And by that, I was mostly inspired by the character of James. I love him so much. And when I say I am inspired by this character, I'm just going to show you my references that I found on Pinterest. I love his shirt. With all the flowery patterns and stuff, and I wanted to incorporate that in my character design. But the most important side of James that I wanted to be in Levi is his personality. And I really like having a kind of psychopathic sociopath character, but who was just really awkward and didn't really wanted to kill anyone. And I really wanted to blend adorableness, resting bitch faces, and unbothered energy. So that's why I'm showing you this example of OC creation, because it had a purpose, and your OC must reflect the space they are in. And in this one, it's a role play. You actually don't have to make a character sheet, whatever. Since my character have to kind of look like a normal person, because it is required on the role play that you must look like a normal human being. You mustn't have like strange skin colors. Or if your character has been dead for a long time, then you can have in its lore, they take some potions, and the potions mean that they can change their hair color, like it's a hair dye, or having some, horns in their head because they find it cool. And to have these kind of potions, you have money, and you earn money by interacting with others and finishing role plays. Since I am new at this type of game, I didn't have any experience, and my character has just been freshly dead, meaning that I don't have a lot of extras and interesting, character design accessories to put on my Levi. So that's why my character, as you see here, is gonna have the same kind of vibe as James, the same hair type, color, the same eye color, but for the skin I'm going for something a little bit more greener and maybe a bit paler. Okay, now that the speed paint for the city illustration is finished, we can finally start to go through the character design section. The first thing I like to do when starting a new character is drawing shapes. And when I mean shapes, it really is different kind of shapes when you don't even know what you're doing yet. And that's the best part of it. You can just have fun without being preoccupied by, clothes or just anatomy, because I know that I struggle sometimes with hands and feet and whatever, but now it's just experimenting on what looks best from far away. So as you can see here, I have many different positions of my character, which all describe a different behavior. I have also headshots, I have full body. This one I'm doing is him sipping on a coffee, because I know that in my lore, Levi loves to drink coffee. So I thought, why not illustrate that, And then you take your favorite shape and you start drawing a little sketch on top, just to figure out what the shape makes you think about. I mean, when I say this, I knew that when I was drawing the shape that it was baggy clothes in some type of way. So you just try to make a sketch on top of your shape. Even though maybe the proportions are a bit off, it is just that the placement might change later, but the idea is still here. As you know here, I took a reference that looked like what I was drawing, and it helped me figure out where the fabric stretches or fall on their body. You can see me actually struggle to find hand position that suits Levi, because I really am so angry at drawing hands. I don't know why, but after I'm drawing hands, I'm just so angry and frustrated, and I really think I should be studying more hands position. But anyways, yeah, so I'm focused on putting on details and cleaning a bit, and then I go right into the color. Yeah, I know people usually do the process of sketching and then line art and then color, but I like to do this another way, mostly because I like to work with color first to know where I'm going, and then I add additional line art. So as you see, I took the reference from James' shirt that I just put on top of it, and I redraw on it. I do the skin color, hair color, and the pants, but I usually just stick to one color first. At this point, I already knew that I wasn't going to use the full body, so I just focused on doing the upper part of his body. Their body. What I like to do is make it seem like a comic book art style sometimes, and by that I mean I like to put on black shapes around the shadows area. I also put slightly different colors in their hair, just to give the illusion of some kind of shine area, if you know what I mean. For the line art, I don't really have any techniques to do. I just go with the flow, which is why I don't do tutorials, because I suck at teaching people what I do in art. But just to be clear, I like to make line arts that don't fully finish the shape. Maybe I can do an example. So here I took an image that I found on Pinterest of a really cute cup. I think it's a Shiba Inu or something like that, but yeah, very cute. So I start with applying just colors like I usually do, with a bit of variation and gradients and shadows and whatever, yeah. But if you want a color tutorial, I'm gonna do a more advanced one after. The first lines I'm adding are the ones that are the darkest and the lightest, which means mostly the reddest and the yellowest in a way. And I like to add rim lights because it makes it seem more interesting to look at, so that's why I choose the pink and the blue one. For the final touch, I also like to add a brush who can make multiple strokes at once, because I think it makes nice textures. After that, I opened a new document to save the progress I made so far, and after this comes the creation of the background. I was inspired by an artist I found on Pinterest who had really great backgrounds for the characters, and I think that suited Levi really well. Mostly because I was doing this illustration for the avatar, which was more creative than a character sheet. Okay, now we are almost done, and the final touches I'm gonna add is just me tweaking a little bit the saturation of the colors to make it more, less saturated, because I think it looks better that way. And I wanted to add also a fine white line behind the shape. Yeah. What do you think about it? Oh, you think I was finished? No, not really. Because after this painting, I was also thrilled to start new ones. I'm just going to put some speed paint side by side for you to enjoy while I shut the head up. Okay guys, the video is over. I really hope that you liked this one. I poured my heart and soul in creating this character, and so far it's been 4 months since I've been in this roleplay. Yeah, I know the video comes pretty late, but I'm pretty busy, my life is a mess, but I'm still doing videos when I have time. So if you liked it, feel free to leave a comment. It's always so cool to receive new comments from people. I have already 50 subscribers and I'm forever grateful of this. Thank you. Don't hesitate to subscribe if you want to be part of this artsy family. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye!